Here's how to make a CK-CYL. The CK-CYL is a hybrid mod that is a mix between the Buster CYL and the Silver CK. I didn't really like either of the mods and how they spun. I really liked the look of the Silver CK, and I didn't really like my Buster CYL. So instead of letting these parts go to waste, I actually just took the Airfit tips and put them right on my Silver CK. And then I thought, wow, this mod actually spins pretty well, and I thought it's really good. So I decided to just go ahead and take the parts from both mods and make a completely new mod. And I actually thought it spun really well. Good enough to actually share. If you like the Manoa VGG or my personal mod, chances are you'll really like the CK-CYL. And if you like the Remain mod, you'll also probably like the PenzGear version, which has 3 PenzGear rings on both sides. Here are the stats of the CK-CYL. On the Airfit version, the center of gravity is 10.8 millimeters on the back plug side and 11 millimeters on the tip side. The overall length is 21.4 centimeters, and the mass for this mod is 21.2 grams. And for the PenzGear version, the center of gravity is 9.7 millimeters on the back plug side and 10.1 millimeters on the tip side. The overall length is 19.5 centimeters, and the mass for this version is 15.6 grams. Here are the pens you'll need. You'll need 1 Crayola super tip for the body. You'll need 2 COMSAs. From them, you'll need 2 caps and 1 back plug. You'll need 2 Dr. Grips for the grip. You'll need 2 Zebra Airfits for the tips. Or if you decide to do the PenzGear version, which is kind of reminiscent of the Manoa Remain mod, you'll need 6 PenzGear rings instead of 2 Airfits. And for this version, I recommend using a cleaned Silly Sense body. The Silly Sense bodies are pretty much the colored super tips in America, but it's not like the colored Eno super tips that you guys normally buy. It's kind of like this milky, silky kind of feeling, something kind of like the Remain body or something like the Bell color, somewhere in between. So if you do plan to go the Silly Sense route, either to have like a really nice soft body that's kind of Bell color-y, Remain-y, or if you plan to just have the same look as the Silver CK, which is kind of the reason why I got the Silly Sense in the first place, make sure you clean your Silly Sense body with some acetone and a paper towel. And don't forget to get this chalky residue, especially after you clean the whole body. Make sure you don't forget to clean it with an eraser. And last but not least, you'll need 2 sailor grips. Here are the tools you will need. Let's get started. Take your Dr. Grip grips and cut 2.1 centimeters off of the lip side. Now take your sailor grips and cut 7 rings off of the thick side. Now take your sailor grips and put them on the COMSA cap, cut side facing out. Now take your Dr. Grip grips and put them on the COMSA caps, cut side first. Now take your COMSA back plug and wrap it in enough Teflon tape so it can fit inside your super tip body. Start from the base of the back plug and wrap all the way down. Now remove the super tip logo using some rubbing alcohol and an eraser. After a few minutes, the logo should start rubbing off. In the end, your barrel should look something like this. Now take your COMSA back plug and put it on your super tip body. Now take some Teflon tape and wrap the back plug. Wrap the tip of the super tip with some Teflon tape as well. Now take your caps and put them on the body. Now take your Airfit tips and put 1 on each end. If you want to do the PenzGear version, go on ahead and take your PenzGear and remove 6 rings. Now take your PenzGear rings and put 3 on each side. And there you go. That's how you make a CKCYL.